Ladies and gentlemen, fight fans all around the world, let's talk some boxing. So we're going to talk about a question that was addressed to me that was asked by Captain Punch. He said, could you make a video on SlickSlick Boxers, why they don't use their punching power as much, even though they have punching power? So let me go into it real quick. First of all, we're going to look at the great Muhammad Ali. The great Muhammad Ali basically was a very skilled boxer. Okay, he was a master of distance and so forth. And the great Muhammad Ali, if you look at his box rec, he had a decent knockout ratio. He had a knockout ratio of about 61%. Had many fights. Of course, your knockout ratio, it decreases as you go through your career because what? Your opposition becomes tougher, right? So this was his knockout percentage. When we look at the great Sugar Ray Leonard, the Sugar Ray Leonard, again, he had a relatively low knockout percentage as well. It was a decent knockout percentage, but it wasn't a great knockout percentage. And a lot of people thought that Sugar Ray Leonard, he really didn't have that great punching power that people talked about. And again, here is his career here, the great Sugar Ray Leonard. And if you look at his knockout percentage, it's a little higher than Muhammad Ali, 62.5. It's decent, 63%, right? Now, people say, well, why didn't these boxers depend on their knockouts and their punching power a little bit more than they usually would? Well, the truth of the matter is there are a number of factors. So let me go into the first one. The first one is the level of competition. If you ever watched Keith Thurman versus Robert Guerrero, you realize Keith Thurman could not just depend at the elite level as you go up on just his punching power. Okay? Remember, there are levels to boxing. So as you move up higher and higher levels, your competition gets more and more savvy and more skilled. And once they know that they're in a position to get knocked out, they will do certain defensive maneuvers to prevent themselves from getting knocked out. So that's why Robert Guerrero was able to rise up from that knockdown and not get knocked out by Keith Thurman, but actually turn on the pressure on Keith Thurman. Knockout or punching power is just one skill. If you look at even Sergey Kovalev, who is a puncher, he did not depend solely on his punching power to take out Jean Pascal. In fact, he started first of all trying to knock out Jean Pascal, realized that didn't work, and he had to use his jab, then he had to utilize distance, then he started getting caught coming in, so he had to change up and start attacking Jean Pascal from the outside using right hooks and left hooks. Okay? So it means you must have other boxing skills. Now a boxer, the other point is, a boxer, a slick skilled boxer, has many things in his repertoire, and a slick skilled boxer generally takes less and less risk. So a guy like Sugar Ray Leonard, he would break you down first. He would make sure that you can't counter him. And when he realizes you're weak enough, just like Muhammad Ali, with George Foreman was a good example, where he used the rope-a-dope. When he realizes you're weak enough, because they're intelligent boxers, then they launch their power shots. Okay? So that's another reason why, even if you look at the knockouts of slick skilled boxers, they usually come off of breaking down their opponent, wearing them down, damaging them to the body, and then taking them out to the head. Almost all of them. Okay? That's because they're more schooled in boxing. So they're more about using their IQ and their skills to break you down so that they have less resistance. It's not a rock'em sock'em, I'm going to overwhelm you with my power. No. I'm going to wear you down, and when you slow down, and when I realize that you're not going to be too much of a danger to me, then I'm going to take you out. So this is a number of reasons why slick, skilled boxers rely on other factors besides just their punching power to get the W. And that's why they don't have that much knockouts. And remember, it's the level of competition at the elite level. When somebody realizes they're going to get knocked out, obviously they're going to become more defensive. And the second factor is that slick skilled boxers, they knock out their opposition through breaking them down or through surprise attacking them, outwitting them, outsmarting them, confusing them. Okay? So I hope this helps to answer your question, Captain Punch. And I hope this helps with a lot of people viewing this video. You guys have a great day now.